Alright, so here today we got a lot of information. So, first off, I highly recommend as soon as this video ends, go watch my last video, and it confirmed everything. So, if you don't already know, there's a leak going around. It's in my last video. I don't know if I should be talking about this stuff nowadays. I don't want to be safe about it, but in my last video, you'll have everything, so do what you want with that information. So, today, again, it's brand spanking new update. We do have our SHIN, okay, we've been waiting for this guy, and GLOX is in the update, so we'll go through everything. First things first, we'll work our way from the top of the patch notes downwards. So the artwork for SHIN is now out. We can take a look into it. He looks very cool. Like, genuinely speaking, SHIN is one of my kind of favorite designs when it comes to a Nosi character. He's like the only male one, but that's literally the point. But, you know, he is really cool. They have to sell waifus, so they don't make male characters, but with this character, we're going to translate everything here. Let me just translate to English. So first, we'll check the banner. That's what we always do. Here's the banner. Dude, like, can we all agree banner of the year? This is the greatest banner of the year. Oh my god, dude. Starting off 2024, starting 2024 off the right way, dude. Oh my god. Honestly, it's not the worst in comparison to like the other step-ups we had. Like, if you didn't summon for this, there's that. If you don't have this already, there's that. If you need a 6/6 or GLOX, there's that. Like, you have the 6/6, you don't want this. You kind of don't want this anymore. You don't want this, definitely. Like, this is okay. Like, again, this is like free 10 times. Do you actually need this? And if you haven't already 6/6 this, first off, what are you doing? But at least you can 6/6 that. Like, it's not terrible for what a step up. Like, have you seen our step ups? Dude, our step ups suck. Like, they're actually bad. This has GLOX in there, so it automatically makes it a little bit of value if anybody doesn't have a GLOX or wants to dupe GLOX, right? So that's good, but beyond that, it's a very mid banner. Like, I'll just say these four are bad and let you run away with that being a lie, but who cares? It's just sadly the case. So, first things first, we have the skill kit here. We'll do SHIN's skill kit first. For each human ally participating in the battle, the ally's attack-related stats or abilities will be increased by 5%, and at the start of the ally's turn, all enemies will be given a 10% defense-related ability reduction effect for one turn. Okay. Well, give Melly a free debuff just to annihilate us. It's not bad, I guess. It's pretty basic, you know. It's just yeah. For each human ally participating in the battle, the ally's attack-related abilities will be increased. Let me just verify this from my translation here. I'm gonna redo it just in case, because like I just want to make sure this is correct. All right. So let's redo this. Let's do this. All right. So translating again here. For each human ally participating in the battle, the ally's attack-related stats will be increased by 5%, and at the start of the ally's turn, enemies will be given 10% defense-related ability reduction effect for one turn. I don't know. Let's keep going. We have the second ability over here, Exploding Hornet. Deals rush damage equal to 500% of the attack power to a single enemy. Rush is defense power disabled. We have Photon Eraser. Deals weak point damage equal to 185% of attack power to all enemies. Weakness is 3 times damage to targets with debuff effects. We have Satellite Shooting. Satellite Cannon is the other name for it. Deals crushing damage equal to 630% of attack power to all enemies, and disables Patience Rate. Okay. I mean, his passive's okay. It's like, okay. It's like, so is it, so the way that I'm translating it, it says it's as if he's buffing only himself. No way, right? I think that it's everyone. So you're giving 15% attack-related stats to the humans. So what does Bond give? Bond gives it to everyone. So what does Bond give? Because it clearly says all, so he works on bench. I'm pretty sure like the Ragnarok Bond is just a better character, no? Bond. Let's see. Ragnarok Bond. So Ragnarok Bond gives increased attack-related stats, or all attack-related stats, by 10%, and decreases enemies' pierce rate, crit chance, and crit damage by 15%. So this is 15%, and then reducing 10% defense-related ability. So the extra 5%, but you're cutting off 15% of crit chance, crit damage, and pierce rate. So, to each their own. Do what you will with that information. But let's check the next thing. So, second thing in the patch notes is going to be LR Evolution Release. 10 Commandments Gloxinia of Rest over here is going to be releasing on the 25th, which is again this update. We have all the information over here, which I already opened up for you, so we can go through this together. So this is the artwork if you want to see it. Very big L. I thought they would do like, what is it, that golden armor GLOX, or however you say it. I thought they would have done that, but, you know, hey, who am I? I'm just a guy, bro. But let's see what we have over here for the Gloxinia. So, Gloxinia of Repose. Passive, the King of Virtue. Increases allies' defense-related abilities by 10% for every ally alive. Alright, they nerfed it. They nerfed it from the leak. Oh my god, the leak was so more. Oh my, it was 30%. Now it's 10%. From 30 to 10. Increase allies' attack-related stats by 10% when the ally dies. Wow. Originally, it was 40%, we thought. Then reduces enemies' critical chance by 30% and critical damage by 40%. Yeah, so they nerfed the defense and the attack. Damn. Holy hell. Dude, they nuked it. So it's still 30%, I guess, for that, or 40% and then 40%. But you lost it. So for now it's 10% from 30, and 40% now becomes 10. So one more time, just I'll read it through. Increases allies' defense related stats by 10% for every alive ally. Increases allies' attack related stats by 10% when an ally dies. Decreases or reduces enemies' critical chance by 30% and critical damage by 40% if bleed is applied. Skill 1, Vine Stab. Sever damage equal to 154. Makes targets bleed for 2 turns. Rank 2 is Sever for 231% and makes them bleed for 2 turns. Sever rank 3 is 385% and it makes them bleed for 2 turns. So that's what they're going for there. Next up, we have Spirit Spear Basquia's 9th form Deaththorn. It is going to be on rank 1, not going to disable attack or buff cards. There you go. That's another change. The leak was a little bit inaccurate, or they just nerfed it. They saw the community go like insane. Inflicts damage equal to 132% of attack on all allies, attack on all enemies. Inflicts on rank 2, 132%, so the same percentage of attack on all enemies. It disables attack and buff cards for 1 turn. Rank 3, inflicts 198 on all enemies, and then disables again for 2 turns. So there is that. For the ultimate, applies a debuff that increases all stats by 30% for 2 turns to all enemies, and inflicts ruin damage equal to 840% of attack on 1 enemy. Holy Relic is this over here, so we also have the Holy Relic. It is a Nidhogg Relic, so you better get grinding, baby, or you better have been grinding. But yeah, with this Relic over here, it's a PvP restricted Relic. Damn, okay, what the fudge? So stupid. In PvP, for every fairy race ally participating in battle, increase fairy races allies' base stats by 5%. Also, for every debuff applied to the enemies, which he will be doing a lot of, correct? His entire kit is bleed, right? For every, or an attack disable, for every, and the whole meta is that it applied to the enemies, increases fairy races' critical chance by 5% and critical damage by 10% with a maximum of 4 stacks. Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah. I mean, yes, his whole kit sort of got screwed up a bit, so there is that, but I don't think it's gonna be bad. I still don't think it's gonna be bad. Might not be like broken, like we were saying, like broken. But I love how everyone in my comments was saying that it wasn't broken and it was like garbage. So now after seeing this, they're gonna be like, dude, like this is terrible. So like back then they were saying it wasn't broken, but yeah. I understand it. It was gonna ruin the game, dude. You see, like, the amount of buffs it has. But, yeah. We'll see. 30%? 30% of that? 30% of that? Yeah. Improvement of the memory crystal box icon. The icon of the memory crystal box that can be obtained in Demon King battle will be changed. Addition of single costume item to Sacred Treasure Shop. The SSR power of Demon King for end of era Demon King Meliodas will be added to the Sacred Treasure Shop via this thing over here for 20 gems. Hero Arena information on Season 5 special and seasonal character changes. You'll add SHIN to the entire roster. Changes in schedule, they're going to be delaying this January Hawk Pass, and again, my last video will explain why, so go check that video out. But, yeah, that's basically the update. Yeah, I don't think he's useless, per se. I just think he's not as good as he was before, clearly, right? He's not, like, busted. He's just, good. I'll say that, but we'll see what exactly happens. The Relic is pretty nasty, too. Could be something good here. Like, it was 5% before, 5% before. All they did was make it 10 and 10. and then add a 30% and 40% crit chance and crit damage. Let me know what you think. I'm just talking out loud here, so yeah, haven't talked to anybody about this yet, so I don't really have multiple opinions, but as of right now, I'm not gonna say it's like broken. It's gonna be just good, but let me know what you think. All right, take care, have fun. That's been it for me. Quick little video. That is the patch notes for the one and only new SHIN and LR GLOX. Sounds good? Cool. All right, take care.